visitors and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side caught by Davis. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56. Green. Look at 56. Back up. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Foster. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their
thought about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And Ingram hauls it in. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
This is Howard on second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Lutz's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. First down, Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch. Watching that body. Back 99. Over. All right, here we go. Watching that body. All right, now back 99. Philly. Here we go.
Again, it's Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gone. Leopard.
A give to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Running with Howard. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Well, now they'll try the end around. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
1 yard is the gain. And that leads to a Carolina first down. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And finding the tight end Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw is Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A very solid gain of 27. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Slot man moves right. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
Now he'll escape to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Again, it's Mariota. Incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Leopard! All right, here we go. Detroit, let's go! Detroit! 3-19! Over! Watch it now, Barney! Over! No, Jack, Patriot!
On the give, running right is Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go counter with Howard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Detroit!
run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On play action, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
Mariota now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Detroit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Back there. Over. Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Room here to run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Mariota. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll give the Jags a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rolling to his left. Fights off the defender. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They run the counter now on first down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule, coach? Always about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he did knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers. So for Carolina, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2.